Greetings everybody, welcome to G for G on YouTube. I'm Napalm Dawn. Today we're going to talk about Marvel Future Revolution. The GameSpot Let's Play MFR stream has just wrapped up but a few moments ago. And I'm going to go ahead and get to the big news right now, right at the beginning of the video. So we're not going to do any cheesy little suspense bullshit over here or make you watch the full video and hey, there's a mid-roll and now I have 10 cents in my advertising pocket. The big reveal from the Future Revolution stream at the end of the stream isn't a character, it isn't a mutant or a game mode. They have released a release date, August 25th. So that is literally a day short of a month from now. We're going to have Marvel Future Revolution as a full global launch. Right now it has soft launched the beta, quote-unquote beta, in Canada only, and you can, of course, at least on Android, get the APK and then play the game by going through a Canadian VPN, similar to the way Marvel Avengers Alliance Tactics worked way back in the day when you could get in early if you changed your Chrome's region to where it was soft launching, like Brazil or the Philippines, a lot of the Pacific Rim countries. So what we have now is you can go ahead and get a jump start, probably by playing it on the Canadian server, well, through a Canadian VPN. I shouldn't say the Canadian server, through a Canadian VPN and get into the game. And then we will see a global launch, not September 30th like a lot of people planned, but August 25th. So, keeping that in mind, we now only have about a month to go instead of 2 months. And a lot of people were beginning to say, oh, this is going to be vaporware. This is going to be Duke Nukem Forever. This is going to be a fix for Aliens Colonial Marines. This is going to be a fix for No Man's Sky and all that kind of crap. And people really did begin to doubt MFR. If you look at a lot of the MFR groups, every goddamn day, when release, when date, blah, blah, blah. And everybody then proceeds to be, give us Cyclops, give us Colossus, give us Wolverine. It always amazes me when I see people just throwing that out to devs like they're going to go, okay, yep, well, that guy wants a Wolverine, let's put in a Wolverine over there, slishy slash, snickety snack. It doesn't work that way. Now, begging for a date obviously was pretty goddamn stupid at this point because they would never talk about the date, and just fucking scroll and you would see they weren't talking about the date. They weren't giving a date until now. In the MFR group that I'm in and I administer, we literally just give you a bukkake picture every time you asked when is it going to release. We've sort of slacked off lately because people kind of knew what might be coming, but for about a year, if you asked the date, just bukkake, bukkake, bukkake. Because that was the response. It was stupid to ask for it. Now, everybody can finally chill the fuck out and find out it is coming August 25th. So, some of the things you want to do ahead of time. You want to go to marvelfuturerevolution.com. Now, in my case, it's /en because of English, but it will automatically do it based on whatever your language is. You're going to want to go ahead and pre-register. Now, mind you, this happened with Marvel Avengers Alliance 2. Something I want to point out, if you do have access to a Apple account where you have iPhones or iOS tablets, go ahead and make sure you do both. A pre-registration on Google and a pre-registration on the App Store. So at the time for Marvel Avengers Alliance 2, I had, an iPad, I had Android pads, everything like that. When I registered on both stores, I actually got 2 characters. So the way that it went is that you were given a character. Sort of like a free roll character, basically. And when you cashed it in, it spun whatever your first character was going to be, aside from what the game gave you. I think due to Android, I got Hawkeye, and then due to the iOS sign-up, I got Drax. Or Gamora. I don't really... No. Drax doesn't sound right for MA2. I got two characters, basically. Oh, wait a minute. Was it Strike Force? It may have been Strike Force, the pre-registration, where I got like Drax on one and then somebody else on another. I don't think it was Future Fight. I feel like that was so long ago, and I don't recall doing any pre-registration there. But yeah, one of the games that came out for mobile, I basically pre-registered twice. One for Android, which used a different address than the App Store, and I got 2 spinners instead of 1. So definitely try that. If you have access to both, try it. At this point in time, I don't know if there is cross-play or cross-data sharing. Right now, you can play Marvel Strike Force on an iPad, and it's the same data as what is on an Android phone or Android pad. If you look at something like DC Legends, it's not. The App Store data is not the same as the Google Play data, even with a Facebook sync. So keep that in mind. We don't know that quite yet, but I would definitely pre-register on both. And what you get is this pre-registration screen over here, and you will get a costume gift box. I don't necessarily know if that's a costume piece or a full-on costume, because what will happen is that when you are in the game and you click on your dude icon over there, this is my Doctor Strange. He wears gear that buffs his stats, and that's all equipable here in this upper part where it says costumes. But when you go to customize, you can actually customize your appearance, and there is always going to be a theme. So for example, if I were to click on that, I immediately change over. So that is the basic. This is a different costume, and then there are themes in the game. So for example, there's modern, there's New Stark City, Xanderth, Megardia, Sakaar, and then there is comic ones like Fear Itself, Defenders, 1602, Blue, there's a Savage that I just happened to get today, Secret Wars, there's Savage Shadowlands. So all of these are from Savage Shadowland with some palette swaps, and if I go to one like 1602, I have several pieces scattered among the set. So I could either go for a unifying theme, which here I'm kind of a gold and a black, and these are actually the right pants for that set, but to kind of do the contrast a little bit more, I'm using this. This appearance is actually different than the gear that you have equipped. You'll notice here it doesn't mention star items or anything. This is just a transmog. This is me making my Doctor Strange look like how I want to look. But if you were to go to here, this is where you can equip your gear that actually affects your stats. So I have a 3-star cloak and chest equipped. I don't have to worry about whether or not I like this look, because I can change it. And these are all a bunch of 1-stars, and there's a 2. If I really liked this 1-star look over here, I can switch to it. But actually have this Doctor Strange Region Costume A be what is equipped. So they're giving you a whole lot of value right out of the gate, that you have gear that you wear for stats and gear that you wear for look. Then you also have these badges, which are sort of like ISO 8 in a lot of the other Marvel games. You equip them and they give you things like defense, attack, and again they have star levels. So here's a 3-star Ultron that gives me hit points and decreases my cooldowns, but I can swap it to this other battle badge that has more hit points and then more hit points. I like the cooldown decrease better because, you know, I'm not exactly tanking a boss or anything. So I don't know if your gift box will have a full costume, like a full row over here under customize, that maybe you unlock all of New Stark cities across a particular color, or if it's just a random piece. We're gonna have to wait to find out. My guess is that it will be a full costume. Now, I'm playing this currently on BlueStacks, and I have Super VPN running, routing me up to a Canadian server. There are voiceovers and everything. Apparently, we've got Punisher in the game. Not face-wise. This is a little bit different than a Punisher that I would expect. Got the eye scar and everything. Not exactly. I don't kind of think this looks truly like a Punisher. But obviously, I mean, that's very clearly a Doctor Strange. If he was talking right now, Doctor Strange is voiced by the voice actor who did Illidan in the World of Warcraft series. He does Doctor Strange in several other Marvel games, and he did Caius Ballard in Final Fantasy 13 too. When you are out and about in the world, you can find these Convergium particles that allow you to do stuff in the shops back on your base. And you can see it's essentially the mouse is changing the camera whilst it is doing the movement. You can play this on BlueStacks 5. My other video explains how to do it. And there is also going to be a coupon code, GameSpot MFR, which really looks very, very, very close to GameSpot, motherfucker. I'm so sorry. This is their coupon code over here, but GameSpot MFR is going to be a coupon code that supposedly you can input somewhere. I just don't know where it is that you'll be able to do it. I've kind of checked around a little bit. I haven't found anything yet. MFF had a specific area that you could go in and put in a code, and you would get the whatever little gift it was that the code was giving you. I've had maybe like 3 codes over the time of MFF. They're actually not that common. So take that code, GameSpot MFR, write it down and keep it handy, and let's see if either the game or the website eventually reveals what you can do with the code. And cool, I leveled up. So anytime you see a red appear up top, that means you've got something that wants to draw your attention. By the way, this login event, I really think even if you cannot actively play it at a time, but you can pull it up on a phone or tablet and set it and forget it, do it. Because if you are in game for up to 60 minutes a day, you get all of these bonuses. And, there's nothing stopping you from pulling it up on your phone and setting it down and, like, cooking dinner. Or, even if, like, you're at work, pull it up on your phone, maybe mute it, and, like, put it face down somewhere, or something to that effect. I don't necessarily know if you, like, put it in your pocket, if it's not going to count it. But, wow, okay, look, 1602 boots. So, with those boots, if I go over here, I do have 3-star boots already. But I can find out if I'm going to like these anymore. Now, I'm getting a set bonus over here with bonus to attack and hit points. So switching, I probably won't do. And that's why there's a down red arrow over there. It's going to be a downgrade. Yeah, I'm going to lose a bunch of set bonuses if I tried to do this. So I'm not going to go ahead because there's nothing for me to gain over here. There's different stats. So stamina recovery. But ultimate skill gauge recovery, I like the cooldown decrease, and then I get these bonuses, so switching won't work out. And same thing for these other 1602 boots. Over here, it's just hit point recovery, and then I won't have any set pieces. So you can mix and match. Also, you could dismantle gear you don't want, sort of like sharding in World of Warcraft. Customize was lit up because I could switch over to these green boots, which I'm not because they don't fit visually. Here, heroes and inventory is lit up. Heroes not lit up because of skills. Sometimes when you level up, you will be able to learn a new skill or upgrade an existing skill. Here, I cannot upgrade my basic attack because I have to be 13. And for Soul Sunder, I have to be 14. So skill was not lit up. However, hero info was, because I had new gear and everything. And then inventory, whenever you have consumables that can be used, it will try and highlight it. So here I can get a 3-star costume if I use that, or here I could maybe use an Omega, get an Omega card and everything. So I will open one of these. And you can see I got a Defender's Cloak. I may have also gotten an Omega card, which is similar to the comic cards in Marvel Future Fight. If you click on your map, you can see where some objectives are. You can click on the Google GPS location icon to jump to a specific vendor. And if you hit the skull, you can jump to specific mobs. Now, these are not named creatures sometimes. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they are. These are the actual mobs and where you fought them. So, for some reason, I want to fight a cyborg fighter. I could click that, and I can click the feet. And I will start headed there. Or if I need to get to this agent, same thing. So, there is some automatic pathing going on in the game. You can have it just fly there if you want to. For right now, I'm not, because everything I need to do is in this area. And you'll see these little markers above mobs. They're giving me those markers because that is the quest that they are associated to. So that's why they have these purple markers over here. It's associated to a new enemy. And, you know, sometimes when you complete the quest, like kill those 6 enemies, it will automatically do a cutscene that you completed it. Sometimes you have to return it to somebody. Here he wants me to go back and fight 6 more. But also over here is another quest, which is language barrier. And you'll see for these guys, they show up on green. That's because it's a different quest. So you can kind of find out what's going on with your mobs over here. What you want to do when you are just about done with the quest and you only need like 1 more, try to do single target. They don't follow you that far, but they will still kind of pop you at range. And if you want to take off and not get shot in the back, try and do some single target attacks just to pull the last guy that you need. Like when I was 2 out of 3 over there, I could have just single target, well, Doctor Strange has got some splash, but I'm kind of giving an example here if I could get it done. So now I'm 6 out of 6, but I just started flipping and attacking other people nearby. Just hit your movement abilities and get out of there. So that's it for Marvel Future Revolution today. Again, August 25th is going to be the release date, and GameSpot MFR, or GameSpot motherfucker, is the coupon code that you're going to want to keep handy for when the game releases. Thanks a lot, everybody, and have a good one.